What's going on, YouTube? Thanks for tuning into the channel. So Harley Davidson has started to release their 2025 models, starting with their touring models, and Harley Davidson might have tipped their hand into something that you shouldn't have seen, but we're going to talk about that today in this video. There are some exciting things that's going to happen in 2025 to the Harley Davidson Softail models. So let's get into it. All right, so first, let's just talk about the 2025 models. The carryover models as we know it. You can find them on the Harley Davidson website right now. The 2025 Road Glide, the Street Glide, and the Road King Special. Long story short, new colors and price increases. There are other videos on YouTube right now if you guys want to check those out. We don't have to spend time rehashing them out on this channel, but I do want to take some time towards the end of the video to talk a little bit about the Harley Davidson Road King Special. Let's get into it. So if you go on the Harley Davidson website right now, you can see the 2025 models, at least what they want you to see. But if you click on the Softail models or the cruiser models, it says 2025 models are on their way, right? And they have this picture of the what I think is the Lowrider S tank, but I found a bigger image that has more detail in what we might be able to expect in 2025 as it relates to the Softails. So I think Harley Davidson may have made a little boo-boo, and they might have shown a little bit more than they were supposed to. Somebody took the photo and posted up on a forum, and let's take a look at what we might be seeing. There's some obvious points and there might be some more subtle points. So the first thing here, you see the tank, you see the Harley Davidson script logo, looks exactly like the Harley Davidson Lowrider S or the ST, and right below it, if you see the actual image that they uploaded at first, you see on the air intake the Milwaukee 8 117 high output. So we know that there's a high output variant on the CVOs, I believe. Harley Davidson has done this in the past with their twin cam. In 2014, they had a high output twin cam model that produced about 5 foot-pounds more in terms of torque. And I think this is what we might be able to see. Probably not all Softails, but I'm guessing the Lowrider S, ST, and the Breakout are going to get that 117 high output. I'm going to guess anywhere between the ranges of 5 to 10% increase in torque. That is really exciting because the 117 already, it's pretty lively. I have the 114 and I can tell there's a huge difference between the 117 and the 114. And now you're going to get a little bit bumped up in terms of performance with the 117 high output. That's pretty interesting. That's really interesting. It does make me wonder though what's going to happen to some of the other Softail models like the Street Bob, the Fat Boy, the Heritage, or the Heritage Softail. Are we going to see the 114s on them still, or do you think that they're going to get a 117, maybe just their standard 117 and not the high output model? Still unclear, but most likely from this photo, judging from this photo, we're going to see the high output variant on the Lowrider S and the ST. My guess is the Breakout is going to get that as well. My guess with the 117 high output variant is that it's going to have a more aggressive cam lift. Pair that with better airflow. I think that's what we can expect to see on this year's model for the Lowrider S and the ST. That's just my guess. That's already pretty exciting in and of itself, but there's still more. So right above the tank, it was really hard for me to see at first. Look near the hand controls. What does that look like to you? To me, it doesn't look like your standard Harley controls, right? This looks to me exactly like the controls that you see on the newer models like the 2024, 2025 Street Glide Road Glides and the Sportster S, the Nightster. What does that tell you? To me, I think we're going to see updated electronics on the Harley Davidson Softails. Again, I don't know if this is going to be for all of Softails or just the Lowrider S, ST, and maybe the Breakout. I don't understand why you wouldn't just flow it into the entire Softail line. That would make the most sense. But with the new hand controls, the new electronics, I think we're going to finally see the possibility of the integration of the navigation system, the Bluetooth controls, the little digital gauge that you see on the Sportster S. My guess is that we're going to see that on the Lowrider S, ST, maybe the Breakout. It'd be cool to see that on all the models, but I'm just trying to think how they would integrate that into, say, like the Street Bob or the Fat Boy, the Heritage. Let me know what you guys think. That to me is pretty big news because we haven't seen this kind of update to these Softail models in quite some time, and I think it would really help propel Harley Davidson into, the 21st century, albeit probably a little late. But better late than never. So those are the two big changes I think we can come to expect in 2025 with the Harley Davidson Softail models. At the very least, the Lowrider S and the ST. That I think is reasonable to expect. Let me know what you guys think. And then let's talk about the Road King Special for a second, because I saw that there are no changes to the Road King Special. There's no Road King Standard, but it still has the Milwaukee 114, very minimal, very stripped down, and that's the kind of bike that the Road King is supposed to be. But it just got another price hike of about, I think, a little less than $1,000, and it sits at, I think, 26 and some change. To me, I'm just wondering, like, who's buying a Road King with that price? I don't get it. Maybe Harley is, kind of making you choose. If you're looking at a 2025 Road King Special, how could you not look at the Road Glide or the Street Glide, pay a little bit more, get the fairing, get the electronics, get all that stuff, all that new stuff, or you step down and you get into maybe like a Heritage or a Lowrider ST, maybe pay a little bit less, but it feels like you're getting a little bit more bang for your buck. The 117, at least with the Lowrider S. Harley Davidson, if you're listening, please do something with the Road King Special. That was one of my favorite Harleys that I test rode last year, enough to make me start considering, like, what are my options in terms of trade-in. It made me go down that whole rabbit hole. The Road King Special is an incredible bike, but at that price point, it just doesn't make sense. Who's buying a Road King Special at that price point? If it were up to me, I'd probably look at the pre-owned market or go a whole different route altogether. It's a shame that the Road King Special, it just feels like it's being put out to pasture. The Road King Special deserves more than that. So Harley Davidson, if you're listening, please do something with the Road King Special or the Road King. Either drop the price or just bring it into that new era with, all of the updated electronics or what have you. But I think most people would probably be very glad to see a price drop. But yeah, that's sort of my rant on the Road King Special. It's no surprise that we saw increases in prices for the 2025 models with the Road Glide and the Street Glide. We all knew that was coming. But still, even when we knew that it was coming, we still get a little bit of sticker shock, because I priced out the Road Glide, blacked out, in vivid black, and it's $30,000, which, that's a lot of coin these days. If you've been thinking about the new Road Glides or the new Street Glides, you might want to hurry up to the dealerships and get maybe a leftover 2024 model. You can still get that for much less than you can for a 2025 model. So that might be worth looking into. But for now, I think I'm going to stick with the bikes that I have. I can't wait to see what Harley Davidson has in store for 2025. And we still haven't talked about the Sportster S. Maybe there are some exciting things happening there. I heard that the Pan America is also getting possibly some refreshes, so we'll see. All right, thanks for tuning into this video, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.